Alright y'all, so I'm back out here with the ZD Racing Pirates 2 1/8 scale. So let me show you the inside of this. I have made some updates to it. So now I added a 120 amp ESC. So I have this new ESC here. And I also locked the diffs. Well, I just locked the rear diff. So I think there's a diff here in the middle and here in the front. I just did the rear diff because it was starting to get loose on me and slip. So I locked them both. So as you can see, they both turn together now. The front diffs are still unlocked, so I can turn one wheel here. And I have this 1300 milliamp hour 4S in here. Just a small pack in here. I just wanted to test this out on 4S because I have this 120 amp ESC now. This is one of the 4S packs that I use for one of my quads, but just threw it in here using this little adapter here just to give some 4S power to this thing and see how it runs, see what kind of power I get. I use some epoxy on the rear diff to lock it, but let's get this top back on. This is just a little test run. I figure I'll record it for you guys and let you guys see it. Not going to be a long run by any means. Just want to test it out. So let me add these body clips. Keep the body on. And I don't know what happened to my transmitter. I do have a lot of moisture in my storage room where I store this thing, and I have just purchased a dehumidifier and put that in there because it was a lot of moisture I was getting in there. And now I don't know, my trigger here doesn't return to center anymore, so I have to be careful with that. It doesn't return to center all the time. Sometimes it does, but for the most part I think I'm gonna have to be conscious of that and keep my finger on it. But let's get this thing fired up. And my trigger doesn't center auto anymore, so it immediately starts to take off. But let's try. Oh, so definitely a lot more power and a lot more traction since I locked the diffs there. So I gotta be careful with that. This thing will do a wheelie. Definitely faster now. Uh-oh. Let's see. Something came loose. I think the diff is still locked. The motor doesn't feel hot. Whoa. Oh, I see what it is. So on the motor, this little what do you call this? The spur gear on the motor is loose. So that came loose. I guess I'm gonna have to secure that on the motor post a little tighter. Really don't know how that comes loose, but that seems to be the problem because I can feel the little motor post still spinning. Okay, so I guess it's a problem with the motor. The ESC is fine. I know the ESC is supposed to support up to 6S, and the motor is supposed to support up to 6S as well. So just that little problem with the motor here. I can feel the motor post is very hot, so I'm guessing that the adhesive that holds this little spur gear on the little motor post there heated up and melted off. Maybe it melted away. So a minor fix though. Stay tuned. We're gonna have more of this. I gotta put some glue on this little spur gear here, and I guess we'll be back out to see how this thing runs with a 4S. Thanks for watching.